share with you guys a quick healthy recipe that you can do at home. You can do it for dinner, you can do it for lunch. I do it for lunch because again, I don't know if you've seen any of my videos before, but I share that for lunch is there are more chances of you burning the calories if you do your bigger meal instead of doing it at nighttime. So today it's our fourth day of it's our post day of the 3-day refresh. So we finished yesterday. So I want to start with something that we want to eat, but a little lighter on the side. It's not gonna be as light, but I'm trying to make this recipe. I used to make it a lot, but I used to make it with olive oil. Today I'm gonna make it healthier, and I'm gonna go with coconut oil instead. So what I use pretty much is gonna be pasta. Let me show you the pasta I use. I use this brand. I found it at Aldi's the other day, and it's organic brown rice and quinoa. So I'm excited to try it. It's already cooked. I have it here. It's just chilling, waiting for the rest of the food to get done. So pretty much it's gonna be a chicken vegetable pasta. So I have my chicken diced here. And I season my chicken. This is 2 chicken breasts, okay? I season them with powdered garlic. I use powdered onion, Himalaya salt, and cumin on it. So as you can see right there. And so that's pretty much it. What I use pretty much for 2 chicken breasts, I used, I want to say, half a teaspoon of everything of the mix that I said. You can also add paprika, which I like to do because it gives it a little bit of color. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cook the chicken, and I am going to use 1 tablespoon of coconut oil to cook the chicken in. Okay, and then I want to show you really quick the ingredients that I'm going to be using while this warms up. I have 3 garlic cloves. I shred them. You can mince them, you can dice them, whatever is easier for you. I use 3. I love garlic. You can't go wrong with garlic. Anything that you put garlic on, it's gonna taste amazing. It's just me. I love garlic. I'm using mushrooms, just the regular diced mushrooms that you find at the store, which it's about this size container. I found it at Walmart, so I bought it. And then I'm using 2 cups of spinach, fresh spinach, okay? Then I'm going to use, it's not really a cup, it's less than a cup of Kalamata olives for it. You can dice them if you want, you can chop them, or you can just use them whole. I'm gonna use them whole. And then I'm gonna use artichoke hearts right here. Now this, I hate to use canned stuff, but sometimes you just, gotta use, you find. So I use this one, and then what I do is I rinse them off, so that way it doesn't have all that sodium and stuff in it. And then, baby in the background, and then I am using sun-dried tomatoes. They're in olive oil, based on olive oil. I can't rinse those because then it'll taste weird, so I'm gonna leave them as it is. But as much as I hate it, but I'm gonna use it on my recipe. I'm used to using it. If I don't put it on, husband's gonna be like, where are my sun-dried tomatoes? For the Kalamata olives, I use this one. It's an Aldi brand, but you can use whatever. And for the sun-dried tomatoes, I am using this brand, but it's just the first one I grabbed at the store. So I'll have to find if there's a healthier one or something. So pretty much, you can tell that the oil is hot. So we're gonna throw our chicken. Let it cook. Oh yeah, and then another ingredient I'm using is going to be, I'm gonna use a little bit of water to make sure it cooks well without sticking too much. For some reason this pan is starting to stick my foods in it, so make sure you're using a really good pan that doesn't do that. I don't know why it's doing that. So we're gonna cook it at about medium heat. And then you can cover that. Okay, before I go, because I'm gonna make a stuff. I also use half of a medium onion. So right here I have it chopped. is chopped and ready to go. This is, I'm gonna saute after with it. And I'm also gonna use some of this spinach, which is not so healthy, but you know, it gives a taste. It's called sofrito and it's tomato based. I'm gonna use about 2 tablespoons of it mixed. Okay guys, so chicken is cooked. Another way that you can cook your chicken is you can grill it and then just saute your veggies and then mix it after. I just didn't feel like getting the grill on. But chicken is cooked, so what we're gonna do is we are going to add the onions. We're gonna let the onions and garlic saute for a little bit. I'm gonna add just a little bit of water, just enough to get the garlic out, because I like I say, I love garlic. I love the taste to give. Now I'm gonna put this in low, not completely, like medium low, around 3. My kitchen has numbers, so. And then I'm gonna let the onions cook for a little. And then what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna grab my coconut oil, which this is the one I use. Again, Aldi buy, you know, it's, if you have an Aldi, really check it out because they really have cheaper stuff. I mean, I buy coconut oil, virgin coconut oil, for like $3-4 I believe, and Publix and other places are like $7-8. So I'm gonna use 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. I know it sounds like a lot, but here's the thing: I'm cooking for 3 adults and 2 kids, so it's all gonna be, you know, mixed in. And I need it to saute. So instead, like I said, I used to use olive oil. But coconut oil is healthier than olive oil. Now this is my first time trying it with coconut oil, so I love coconut oil, so I'm sure it's gonna taste good. So now what I'm gonna do is I am going to add the sun-dried tomatoes to it. I love the colors. The color it gives the sun-dried tomatoes to it. It's so pretty. And then that is cooking. So I'm gonna move it up to medium, and then I'm gonna add the coconut oil to it. The chicken cooks with the sun-dried tomatoes and the onions and garlic to give it a little bit of taste. I have it on very low, and then I added, because I'm gonna need a bigger pan, I put a teaspoon of coconut oil, actually, yeah, a teaspoon, and then I added the mushrooms to it to let it cook on the side. Because I am not using canned mushrooms, I don't care much for canned stuff, but you can use it if you want to, whatever is more practical and easier for you. This is going to be a little healthier for you, using it natural, fresh, but if you want to use canned, just make sure that you rinse them up to get all that sodium and everything out. This smells good. So pretty much I'm gonna let this cook a little. I'm gonna get a lid for it. You guys, I love coconut oil. I love olive oil, but coconut oil is a lot healthier. It helps with our system and everything, our brain, and so I like to use coconut oil more for cooking than I do olive oil. But if I have to use olive oil, then I do. This is my first time using coconut oil on this recipe, and for the smell of it, I think it's gonna turn out pretty awesome. So, all right, so I saute my mushrooms, you can see. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the artichoke heart to it. Remember, I did use the can on artichoke heart, but I rinsed it off really good. Make sure I got all that extra sodium and stuff out. And then I'm going to add my Kalamata olives. One more. You can dice them, you can chop them. I'm leaving them whole because we like them like that. Even the girls love the olives. I'm not sure how they're gonna do with all the rest of the veggies before they will eat them, but now that they're picky, It's kind of hard, but we'll see. Hopefully they will. But they don't, Michael and I have decided that we're gonna start kind of making them eat what we eat. It's not because we're trying to be harsh parents, but because we want them to learn to eat healthier and make healthier choices. So we're gonna see how that goes. We'll probably be sharing that with you guys and how that's going. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here now is I am going to add the pasta to it. I have the pasta cooked in here, and I already showed you what I use. You can taste and see if you want to add maybe a little more garlic or anything that you would like to add to it. You know, this is, I like to play with recipes. I like to taste, and I like to get different tastes and different ideas for what my family will like. Remember I said I was going to use this 2 tablespoons of it. And I'm going to mix it with a little bit of water, just a little bit, you know, to give it a little bit more of, to be able to distribute that. And I have to lower it. And then we are going to add the chicken. You guys, this smells so good. So good, I can't wait to eat it. Mix that, and then I am going to add, last is going to be the spinach. Reason why I like to leave the spinach for the end is because, you know, spinach cooks fast and I don't like it getting too, you know, cooked. Although it is known that spinach cooked is a lot, like 3 times healthier, and it provides more vitamins than raw spinach. The only way that you can get really good vitamins from the spinach, like a lot of the benefits, it's if you do the spinach in juices, like juicy spinach. That's why I like to use it in juices. I think it's time to switch to this one. And voila! That's pretty much it, guys. That's lunch right here. Look at that. I'm gonna serve it on a plate so you can see. You can garnish it, but really I don't think it needs any garnish because it has all the pretty colors in it. Chicken and let's garnish it with it. Okay, and then you can sprinkle a little bit of Parmesan cheese on it, and voila, there's dinner. Or lunch, if you want to make it for lunch. And then you can make yourself a salad if you want on the side. So I'm going to leave you guys because I'm going to go eat.